Good evening, and welcome back to another stream of Sequence 5 of AC Syndicate as part of our historical chronology playthroughs. And yeah, tonight we're gonna continue with primarily the side content. We're really gonna dive now into the primary side missions featuring Charles Dickens, Charles Darwin, and Karl Marx. And yeah, we're of course gonna learn more about the history of a town, the buildings, the architecture, and yeah, key figures in the history of shaping this town up until this point. And yeah, we're currently at 29% total sync.
Schiller, Schiller, ba, ba, ba.
Also, hello there, Froglord, welcome in, and good day to you. Hello there, Schiller, welcome in, dude. Well, not any letters from me yet, but we're working on it. Yeah, we had to conquer 3 of the boroughs. So far we've been kind of like doing it mix and match, just taking it as we go. But I haven't focused on getting one of the boroughs fully liberated yet. After Whitechapel, that is, of course. But yeah, it's going pretty good. How about you?
Everybody benefits, especially you.
I wasn't ready for the Ani Marcos double up sound redemption. Mark Ani, yeah. Marcos Schwarzenegger. Who doesn't know him? Hello there, Dr. Darling. Welcome in, dude. And good evening. Hello there, Barrister Peter. Welcome in, dude. Good to see you. And yeah, how's it going? Hope the rest of AC3 went well in the underground.
One of you gets a lashing.
Look sharp.
Thank you.
I don't want to die. Dying's here. Honestly, what's wrong? Hey, who do you think you are? Larger than local Dan Vader or the law against bad manners. I'm putting down this up. All for the Johnson, nothing for the Karl. Working London and Portland. What have we here? Won't be laughing when you see the England's goal stuff. Where's he gone?
Ah, gotcha, Schiller. But that's really good for that you got so close. to getting all the achievements for both of you. GG's on getting all the achievements yourself. Yeah, actually I haven't played that much of multiplayer stuff in Black Flag. I did kind of like attempt to do it at some point, but I didn't have the motivation to actually do all the grinding necessary. Maybe one of those days when they finally announce that they're gonna take down the servers.
One more for the pauper's pit. Terminus for you, my friend.
I like how the broomish is standing here.
Dead is a drowned rat.
That's one mighty broom. That is. Made out of steel, just like anything inside this factory. Oh yeah, did you do the Tomasiki assassination? The one where you have to stop him in time? Of course, yeah, that one can be quite tricky. Especially with the objectives in that one.
Keep quiet. I'm here to help.
You saved us!
Yeah, dude, that is a pretty awful objective, I would say. In general, AC3 had some pretty tough and kind of like very circumstantial related achievements, I thought, or at least objectives. Yeah, that's certainly one of them. I can take a few retries. I mean, the mission itself is really cool, you know, like escaping the hanging, the execution. But, yeah, catching Hickey, not so much.
It'll be all right.
Thanks very much.
Enough. Enough.
A large bomb pouch, hell yeah. That's gonna come in handy. Okay, so we've done most of the Robert Topping related side activities in this borough. So I want to head into the direction of the next side mission, the one I'll be doing. Is it even available, I wonder, at this point? Ah yeah, that's the one that we want to be doing. The 50 Berkeley Square.
Search me.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like you're really into it and you just want to get Hickey in that moment. But given how random the objective can be in its execution, it's very likely you have to actually restart. And that certainly throws you out of it.
What are you doing up there? Ready to fire!
Shit, I don't have any medicine. I might be dead.
Easy, girl. Easy.
It's fine.
That's the way. Whoa, easy. Keep moving.
Yeah, let's go to a doctor real quick.
Don't be afraid to spill a little blood.
What the fuck?
Here you go, Chief.
What did you just say to the kid? Don't be afraid to spill a little blood. Jacob is a certified psycho.
Everything you've ever... If you need anything else, you know where to find me.
Game. Can you actually mark this for me?
Oh, it's a bargain.
Someone mentioned that it was actually Hatham who rescued Connor from the hanging. Yeah, that could be. I guess according to the novel, I guess, is it? I have to say sometimes I have a bit of trouble sometimes accepting the novels as canon over the games.
Here, boss.
Because sometimes they're not always aligning, I guess. Because in the game, of course, it's you know, set up in a way where all the assassins are like on the rooftops and they're clearly staging a rescue attempt. And you have Achilles, you know, being like the first to kind of like get to him and give him a tomahawk. And doesn't really align either with Hatham's later remarks about how he stands towards a, you know, Templar cause and his years. Who knows, maybe they're going to like really good reasoning for why Hatham would save Connor at that moment. I haven't actually read the novel. I've only looked up facts about it, I guess. But I guess they could technically give a good explanation for why Hatham would do that and not one of his assassins.
Sir, I told you.
You must stop.
Yeah, for sure. Like AC3 especially can be a bit of a tricky one to figure out, I think. Because there's definitely a lot that happens in the game that seems to be quite different from how the characters are being perceived to how they're thinking in the novel. Like especially, of course, Hatham himself. with the novel being primarily about his point of view. That's certainly interesting, you know, that after all that, and for example, later in the novel, he realizes or learns that he's actually been manipulated by the Templars and by Reginald Birch. And he also realizes that his sister has been, you know, I guess kidnapped and put into slavery or something like that. So actually ends up saving his sister and killing Reginald Birch. But even after that, he, you know, stays with the Templars in the game. And also wants to kill Connor, seemingly. I mean, if you don't stop Haven, then he's gonna kill you, so... I think that makes it pretty clear that he's, you know, wanting to kill Connor at that moment. But I think the novel makes it so that he actually let Connor kill himself or something like that. But yeah, those are things that sometimes can make it a bit confusing, you know, when you play the game versus when you read the book. Obviously, they're also written by different writers as well, so there's bound to be, you know, their own interpretation of things, or maybe they even asked to do like a slightly different script or something. Indeed, yeah. Yeah, there's one mission in Syndicate where you go to his former mansion, to the Kenway mansion. And you can find a lot of details about Black Flag, like a lot of lore pieces. I definitely love that mission for the connecting part to Black Flag. She was sort of as a concubine. Damn. Yeah, that's an awful fate. But yeah, I gotta say, Reginald Birch is truly a twisted bastard. He is. Betraying Edward, you know, raising his son as your own, basically, and mind manipulating him into joining the cause, then selling the sister into slavery, and then pretending to go and try to rescue her by taking Haven with you. But yeah. Not the nicest Templar out there, to say the least. Not the insult you wanted. Which one did you want?
Well, Charlie, I suppose the Ghost Club holds some new horror for me today?
As a matter of fact, yes. Follow me. Number 50, Berkeley Square. 4 stories high and branded, "Beware all those who enter." There have been many strange tales of this dreadful domicile. The earliest report of a haunting was said to be the spectre of a small girl who was murdered by a servant. She could be seen at the attic windows, weeping and wringing her little hands in an agony of despair. You're
Gotcha.
not afraid, are you?
Yeah, that's fair. There can definitely be ones that are much more fitting to the situation.
Another legend claims the attic is haunted by the spirit of a young woman who purportedly threw herself from the top floor windows to escape her abusive uncle. Her screaming ghost has reportedly been sighted hanging from the window ledge. This residence was briefly owned by a Mr. James Jasper, a choir master and an opium addict. His nephew Edward was betrothed to one of Mr. Jasper's pupils, the fair and delicate Rose. However, Edward disappeared under mysterious circumstances, followed by Jasper himself. Perhaps grief sent him back to the soothing arms of his narcotic mistress.
Who's a good horse? You are.
Knock, knock.
Doing fine, girl.
Knock, knock.
Let's go.
Hello, Varot. Welcome in, dude. And good evening.
Easy now.
Indeed, yeah. Yeah, tonight we're gonna focus a bit more on the side missions. Gonna really dive into the Charles Dickens and Charles Darwin and Karl Marx related missions.
Yum 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 yum.
Indeed.
That's the way.
Maybe we're gonna find some hungry ghosts. Some spoopy stuff.
Walk on,
Hello,
girl.
Valevi. Welcome in.
Slow down.
Yeah, this is gonna be a haunted house here. So that should be right up your alley. That is true, yeah, that's very fitting with the rain. We do have the same weather over here. It's pouring. Like the entire day. The balcony is like already overswept with water. That's how much it's been raining. So that seems quite immersive here. It's definitely nice for, you know, like for the nature, especially during this time. How was it, Peter? Nice. It's good when you can catch those, you know, especially if it's been like very cloudy for a long time. Gotta praise the sun every now and then. Jacob isn't that scary NPC? Yeah. Yeah, he's... I mean, he's pretty scary, but not that scary.
Shall we? Though this house is vacant, some say it comes alive at night with screams of terror, ringing bells and slamming shutters.
I have to say I could listen to this for quite a while. That's lovely. Yeah, only a little bit scary. Gotta get the vitamin D while it's available. Yeah. My dog is definitely like that. The other day we also had like a really sunny day. And she was just like lying down in the sun outside and just wanting to chill and sunbar for a bit. Imagine a hair mod for this game and giving Jacob the hair of Dickens. That would look interesting. And given the beard of Darwin to go with it. No vitamin D from November to March. Dickens doubling over, yeah. Yeah, Evie with a beard. That would be a lovely sight.
Although eerie, this phenomenon is easily produced by pneumatic tubes and valves. There are claims that a young man was caged in the attic, his only connection to the rest of the world a tiny hole in the door. A young man who was reduced to madness by this extreme isolation. The legends all seem to focus on one room in particular.
That is true. I mean, Appeline, you know, he can make a very convincing old woman. A bearded old woman that sounds a lot like a man. But it's a good inspiration.
A sudden draft, nothing more.
Yeah, a draft.
My word, perhaps I shall wait here while you investigate the source of that laughter, which is not at all unsettling.
Ah, that's easy. But just on the other side of the street here, they have a tiny rope attached to this crib. And the window being open means they can pull it and make a move. Easy. But Jacob and Evie related to Desmond in some way? I don't think so. I think they're part of their own lineage. Yeah, so everything up until Black Flag was still like in relation to Desmond. But after that, they've, I guess, acquired new samples. Invisible string, yeah, it works. Oi, you filthy dipper. Damn it, now he's running faster.
Let me go, you moke!
Why were you hanging around that house?
What's it to you?
Tell me or I'll drag it out of you.
All right. We were there for the treasure. We found a key to the secret passage.
Secret passage?
Yeah, number 50's got a secret passage. Here, take it. Just leave me be.
Poor kid.
You are a coward.
I mean, I almost shot a kid. I would say yes. That is pretty cowardish. So witches also have a connection to the ESO bloodline, got it? Yeah, so like a lot of the assassins that have, you know, certain superhuman abilities are often a result of hybrids, I guess, between humans and ESOs. And yeah, that being said, in Black Flag they actually talk about how regular humans can also develop things like eagle vision. But I think it's just very likely that a lot of people are potentially a result of, you know, having some sort of like minimal amount of hybrid DNA. I guess some people just have a bigger concentration. But yeah, they definitely have their own bloodlines, I guess. Take of a kid. Yeah, that was a very fast kid. Some of these are even faster than Jacob. Exactly, Levy. Yeah. It's everywhere. What's next? Werewolves? Werewolves of London? I guess you can see all the characters from Teen Wolf that went to the UK now after they left Beacon Hills. Jackson, are you here? Jackson? Oh, I mean, that's fair, Barista Peter, yeah. I mean, there's also so much to the games and to the story and so many details. It's like easy to get things mixed up. In Vampire, you get vampires in London. That is true. And that is, of course, a game I plan on playing as part of this run. Looking forward to it. Gonna be my first time. But the game looked really fun whenever I saw you play it. I mean, certainly very focused on, you know, the narrative and the story. Like very dialogue heavy, but what I saw of the gameplay, I enjoyed. Perhaps we get werewolves and Hexe. I mean, you never know what they might come up with. In the early stages of, you know, rumors and stuff about Hexe, it was said that the main character has the ability to, I guess, possess animals. And kind of like actually lean into the, you know, being perceived as magic kind. And I'm not sure how I would feel about that one. You know, if I actually make them actual witches in terms of like how they're being perceived, you know. Because that could also be a bit tricky to handle with the history behind the game. Because there's of course many people that have been wrongly accused of witchcraft. Oh yeah, Dr. Darling. Yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. It's like one person rates the other until there's only one life anymore. Yeah, same here. I mean, the setting is very exciting, I think. obviously I'm super interested in a, you know, Central European, potentially German focused environment. But yeah, the topic I think is also very interesting to explore as part of a series. It could really go for a much darker tone, which I guess it will. I definitely wouldn't mind if it included horror elements, because they did say so far that it's striving to be a very different experience to any of the other AC games before. And, you know, striving for like a very dark approach. So, who knows? It could have like very eerie vibes about it, which I would love. Yeah, same here. Like making them actual witches would be kind of like a disservice, I think. Yeah, that is true. You know, like they would have to basically establish ESO lore about Animorphs, and I mean, to be fair, it's not like evolutionary theory-wise Assassin's Creed is like, you know, historically accurate in any sense or shape or form. So they could definitely play around with the idea of, you know, animals also being able to be controlled. Because maybe they, you know, did actually create some of the Animorphs. You know, if they created humans, they might also create, you know, some Animorphs. And, yeah, I mean, being able to mass control Animorphs would definitely be smart, I guess. From a, you know, rational standpoint. Imagine if the game was just about witches and actually the witch trouts. And not actually the witch trouts. Yeah. This is Hocus Pocus, Assassin's Creed style. Same here, Peter. Yeah, I'm actually quite excited for the game because, you know, partially because of the team behind it. Ubisoft Montreal has created by far my favorite Assassin's Creed games. And they were, of course, entirely in charge of the Desmond saga. And having people like Darby McDavid be in charge of the writing, I'm pretty certain I will enjoy it. Because anything he worked on, I loved. Like Revelations, Black Flag, even Valhalla. And he was also involved in, yeah, the core planning, I guess, of many of the lore bits and pieces. He was, for instance, involved with, you know, Origins and coming up with the Order of the Ancients idea. Even if he didn't actually write for the game primarily. But, yeah, he does know his stuff in the series. Yeah, that is fair as well, Rod. I honestly wouldn't prefer to have him. I wouldn't mind having like some sort of reference to him, or maybe even a cameo of like, I don't know, super quickly or something. I don't know. You know, if you want to kind of like pay homage to the character in some shape or form, that's fair. If he is like alive at that point, then it makes sense. But, you know, making him play like a bigger part would potentially be, you know, damaging to his legacy. Or kind of like maybe even contradict some of his stuff. I wouldn't want to have it. Yeah, I mean, Assassin's Creed is like the best running game series for Ubisoft, so They're gonna produce these games until Ubisoft is, you know, not a company themselves anymore. And if they ever get bought up, then, you know, Assassin's Creed is still popular. So I guess it's not gonna go anywhere for now. But yeah, personally, I'm happy for it. I mean, obviously, it couldn't keep the same quality in all the regards. But it did also improve himself in other regards. But I probably won't get tired of the whole concept of exploring historical settings with the gameplay that Assassin's Creed stands for. I don't know. It's just like a sweet spot for me that I guess other games can also do. You know, like Ghost of Tsushima, for instance. Doesn't matter to me that Ubisoft hasn't developed that game, but for me it's just kind of like the mix of like really well realized historical settings with, I guess, you know, a sprawling open world to explore. So even if Assassin's Creed isn't a thing anymore at some point, I guess there's gonna be many games being similar.
I've found a lock, but I haven't located the key.
Lucky for you, I've got it.
Ha! So this is how it works.
How disappointingly dull.
Get out of my house!
Get clear, Charlie!
Lord!
I did it in my mind, and I did it over and over again in this room, but it was all for nothing.
There was no one whose love for Rosa came near to equaling mine. It should have been enough to keep my beloved nephew away. My poor Ned. Forgive.
Gonna collect that for evidence. I learned that from Disco Elysium. Always gotta keep the body close to you and nicely cooled. You wanna be able to investigate it at all times.
Alas, the myth has been discredited. There was no ghost in Berkeley Square, just a wretched soul, driven to murder and madness by guilt and intoxication. I think this is the makings of a rather fine novel. I wonder if I've got one left in me.
Crookham, Ditchy Crookham, Ditchy Crookham, Ditchy Crookham, Ditchy Crookham, Ditchy Crookham, Ditchy Crookham, Commode Crookham, Printingfields Crookham, Printingfields Crookham, Nens Crookham, Nens Crookham, Nens Crookham, Nens Crookham, Nens Crookham, Nens KR.
What? I think he had a stroke at the end there. It's really funny when, you know, the amount of characters that are in the message are like reaching the max. That is like getting really high pitched and like really fast. And that goes like for a lot of text-to-speech voice bots. But they get like a bit higher pitched and like faster. Ah dear. Oliver, thank you so much, dude, for the 15 months of resubbing. Cheers, dude, and yeah, good evening. I hope you had a good weekend. How's it going? So we got Milton King. Used to always getting his way, Milton King never cares to compromise or sacrifice to maintain his way of life. Rather, King uses bribery and blackmail to ensure a comfortable existence in a life of crime. A kind of Robin Hood in his own mind, he steals from the rich and takes for himself. King travels with 2 bodyguards at all times. Rod, you just remembered some dialogue for the newspaper sellers talking about certain events that happened in England. There's mention of the Capital Punishment Amendment Act that came into effect on the 29th of May 1868. There's also mention of the US presidential election of 68 with Ulysses Grant winning, and that happened on the 3rd of November 1868. But they were generally general mentions, so I think not specifically activating after a certain mission, though unfortunately. Gotcha. Yeah, that's understandable. In my research, there also seems to be like not really a clear-cut, you know, like order of when something is supposed to take place exactly, you know. Especially with a lot of the side stuff, you have to definitely guess and do the research yourself. And sometimes even, you know, there's quite a few historical anachronisms due to the game being set in 68, you know, like if it actually places over many years, then you could, I guess, try to fit it in yourself at a later point. But given that the whole main story and all the side stuff is supposed to happen in that year, it definitely creates some inconsistencies. At least, you know, those newspaper sellers are talking about something that actually happens in the year. But for instance, there's one mission about Charles Darwin and about a dinosaur fossil, I think. And that actually wasn't discovered until 1874. But in the game they pretend like it just happened, you know, in this year. But it's definitely nice that they have those references to things, for example, that happened also in America at the time. Obviously, you know, the American Civil War had just happened, and that had a huge influence on the shaping of the United States in a modern sense. Oh, very nice, Oliver. Hell yeah. I hope you enjoy your time off and the Lego building. Yeah, definitely. You can definitely add a lot, you know, for the time, like how it's being perceived by the player. And it also adds, of course, to the development of the characters in a way, you know, like time passing. There's only so much that can happen in a year. And characters, of course, also have to process what is happening as well. But yeah, it's even more interesting with Odyssey, where they also don't really state any year other than 431 BCE. I guess they didn't want to commit to having something happening in a specific order, because they're so open with, you know, open world approaches and how you want to tackle missions and stuff. I mean, even in this game, the main story missions are open for you to choose, for the most part. Like, often you have like 3 or 4 different main story missions you could be starting in your own order if you wanted to. And I definitely think it's part of a design philosophy behind Quebec. Because Odyssey and Shadows are, you know, the same in the approach.
We won't find him if he's not here. I'll put an end to that noise. Grab him! Drag him out!
What on earth are you doing?
We'll see about it. Unhammy wretch! Can't you see I'm busy?
Settle down, Mr. King. Hush. Don't want to draw attention to yourself, do you?
What is the meaning of this?
Sergeant Abeline wants a word with you, and your victims want their money back.
Ah, they think I still have it. How naive. As soon as I touched that coin, it was gone.
Suppose you'll be in prison for debt then, too.
Got a bother over there?
This strategy could maybe make it that the last Maharaja content happens in 1869. I think, according to my timeline, that's actually where it's set. Let me have a look real quick. Yeah, according to my timeline, it takes place in early, like, the first quarter of 69.
Let's see what's happening.
But I have to say, I'm not really sure I wanna play the DLC. Like, I really don't enjoy playing it too much. But yeah, I'm still a bit uncertain about wanting to include it or not. I mean, obviously, you know, you spend time with an important historical character.
That's a girl.
Not too sure on how, you know, historically relevant the missions actually are that you do in the game.
Who's a good horse? You are. Whoa there!
Much thanks. I'll take it from here.
I take it from here, proceeds to crash into everything. Okay, so the next mission we want to be doing is Dead Letters. Which is over here in Whitechapel. Ah, yeah, we've done this race here. That's good.
You've been running your mouth.
Look alive! We've got work to do.
And I'll be bleeding now, are ya?
I take that. Thank you very much. Got a bunch of idiots that don't know how to get on a carriage.
Steady on. Keep moving. Slow down now.
Yeah.
Off you go.
On your orders.
You were curious about the Rio Dulip Singh and found this image on the wiki of him that Yubi did a great job at recreating for the game. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, especially when it comes to the headgear as well. But also, you know, his facial features. I think they did a pretty good job making it look very similar. I reckon what also really helped is just how, you know, of course, photographs have been very popular already during this time. I reckon that really helped in recreating, you know, certain characters for the game. Like also Charles Darwin and Dickens.
From now on, everyone will remember Peter Needham. Peter the Strong.
Peter Needham. Gotta kill him by using explosives.
Peter the Conqueror.
As a child, Peter was obsessed with ancient Greek and Roman mythology. Taking these tales to heart, Needham's greatest desire is to achieve immortality, even if only figuratively. Firm in his belief that it would take an act of great daring to ensure his legacy, he has resolved to blow up the London streets and bring to light the splendor of the Roman ruins below. Should all go according to plan, he expects to be forever remembered as Needham the Great. I got Gerard, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think they did a good job. You know, getting the essence of a likeness of a character. I know, right? I do also need some ham. Because ham is delicious. Maybe he's gonna have some ham on him.
And the old will be new again. I will be as Achilles was. I will be great and powerful, and I will live on forever in the minds of the weak.
Turns out that he was only allowed to visit India twice, once to bring his mother to England in 1860 and to cremate her body in 63. He died in 93 at the age of 55 in Paris. Jesus. Yeah, that's crazy, you know, being, you know, of your own country. And also, you know, having one of the highest positions in it, but not being allowed to return. And I really hate that they took off a menu jump in the game. You know, I'm pressing forward and A just because I want to jump from one chimney to the other. But instead he goes down because there's no function associated to A. Just makes you less in control of a parkour. But then again, you know, there's barely any need to do actual parkour in the game because you can just rope launch everywhere. Yeah, it really was. It's just like, well, people have been dying by doing leap of fails, I guess. So how can we circumvent that? Ah, yeah, right, by completely erasing any opportunity to jump manually to your death. Mr. Froy, how's your sister?
Doesn't have to be.
The most peculiar thing I've ever seen.
Some sort of political protest, I imagine.
I want to see. I want to see.
Get off me, missus.
Oh, you don't.
What are they so excited about? They're looking at a card with like tonics on it and they're like, is that a protest or something? Did you see that? What?
Darling, stay back.
The yellow will.
Static amount of objects.
Are you making requests now?
Sometimes it takes a few tries. I'm no
And
patient.
the end result is more of an on-rails parkour experience. Yeah. Who would have thought that the next game after this would streamline parkour even further? That you couldn't even vote anymore. I mean, removing parkour down is one thing, but removing vote and making you just press one button forward the entire time. I mean, I love Origins, obviously, but I don't love it for the parkour. There's even NPCs doing that at Lambeth Asylum. I just got out of Lambeth Asylum. The NPCs that were complaining about how long the line in front of them was, and they were always the only person there. Yeah, I think those are the guys that just escaped the asylum. Okay, I wanna switch back and forth between Evie and Jacob a little bit here.
Odin is with us!
Eat. Get letters.
Letter? Who from?
Yeah, who from? Also, are the letters for me?
There's a letter here.
Sir, sir, a letter for you, sir.
Where did you put that letter?
There's a letter here.
Yes, Eivor. It says Odin is with us.
You seem tired, friend. Everything all right?
There's always too much work to do.
Today's Ghost Club investigation involves a carriage. It's said to be covered with gold leaf, dazzling passers-by when the sun shines. Naturally, it's rumored to be haunted. Now let's see if we can find it.
See that letter there? I can see it. It's a letter for me.
The Royal Mail coaches vanished when the post began to be transported by rail. These letters never reached their destinations. How sad. Oh, I'd rather enjoy a sit-down, but duty calls.
She says and proceeds to lie down.
That's curious.
The love letter. My darling Fry, how I long to be in your arms again. Ever since our last meeting, I have been wrecked with loneliness. Your absence drives me to despair. I implore you, return to me at once. I long to see you and hear your voice. Do not delay. I await your arrival and offer myself to you completely. Your very own Elizabeth.
Found a letter.
Duty calls, sleeping. Darling, indeed. My darling.
You may have crushed my soul, but you will never have my boots!
Jesus. Why was that so loud? But yes. You might crush my soul, but you're not gonna get my boots for. Priorities. Gotta have boots in this weather. Just have to think of that asylum assassination. And Dr. John Ailson is like, corpses don't have boots before being assassinated. Hello Vaave, welcome in dude. Indeed. Yeah, lots of letters in this mission. But yeah, it's going good. Having a good evening so far. Doing a bit of a side missions at the moment. Some of the Ghost Club stuff with Dickens. How's your weekend been, Ava?
Yes, you're safe. You don't have to worry anymore.
Oh, you saved me. That wretch would have forced me to marry him within the hour. I must return home.
There you go.
What? What the fuck?
Slow down.
What What on earth?
Your weekend has been good, mostly been chilling. Very nice, Arthur, that's good to hear. Definitely good to get I think the game was just getting stuck there for a second. Hold on.
What is your name? Evie Fry. Here now. Go. Atta go. Slowly. Come on, easy. You have preserved my honor and saved my life. I am Elizabeth. Won't you climb down and sit beside me so that I might see your face?
Where is she?
A cry for help. My dearest, Mama and Papa, by the time you read this, I shall likely be dead. I cannot marry the Marquis, for I love another. I must escape this brutal tyrant, but I know that if I do so, he will hunt me down. I am so afraid. I love you. Goodbye. Your daughter, Elizabeth.
You look as though you're just about to collapse. What on earth has happened?
Just a dream. Or so I think.
I'm half a mind to take you home and feed you to me dog.
Serves you right.
Okay, so we could already start with the first Karl Marx mission here, Cat and Mouse. I want to switch up a bit because according to my timeline we're doing like all the Dickens stuff back to back pretty much. But yeah, I would like to, like since they only take place during the year but we don't have a specific date for them, the order in which we do them in terms of like historically doesn't, you know, matter that much. So think I would like to start with the first Karl Marx mission.
Oh, I felt that one from here. Keep it up!
Let's also have a look into the database. Got a new beer tasting note. The Blind Goose. Ah, the mild ale. Brewing's equivalent of a beige carpet or smooth jazz album.
Yes, science!
Looking back at the log files, I'm quite certain I synchronized this particular sense memory, but I'd be buggered if I can remember anything about it. It's like an unmemory, a flavor that is defined only by its absence. It's almost poetic in its way. Shame it's really only suitable for sale to children or American supermarkets. I've also collected some new historical illustrations. A scene in Leicester Square. Fruit sellers going to Jerusalem. The Basilica of Saint Clement. The Parisians reading notices of a new taxes. And the vestibule of a French National Assembly at Versailles. And we also came across the Royal Society buildings. Burlington House was one of the first 3 mansions built by the area that would go on to be known as Piccadilly Circus. Construction began in 1665, designed and paid for by Sir John Denham, the poet and surveyor general of works. Denham would sell the property 2 years later, before the house was completed. The largest factor leading to Denham selling the property was the passing of his wife and his own failing health. Some remnants of Denham's original building can still be seen in the current structure. The property, which became known as Burlington House when the Earl of Burlington purchased it from Denham, changed hands over the ensuing years until the British government acquired it in 1854. Under the government, Burlington House became the headquarters for a number of scientific advisory boards, most notably the Royal Society of London, for improving natural knowledge. The Royal Society was founded in 1660 as an assemblage of natural scientists who met weekly to discuss experiments and the promotion of the natural world. The British government began paying them a stipend of £1,000 a week in 1850, which began a close relationship that led to the Royal Society being granted a home in Burlington House. The Society's motto is Nullius in verba, which basically means take nobody's word for it. A motto to live by. Ah yeah, let's go ahead and actually get the large bomb pouch now. Let's also increase the medicine pouch. And the efficiency. Yeah, I'm just gonna get whatever I can. I mean, at this point I have like lots of resources. So it should be fine. There we go. So that's all the upgrades we can currently get here.
Everybody benefits, especially you.
Indeed. Gonna benefit greatly from those upgrades. It's really funny because I'm not really expecting that sound bit too much yet. But I'm gonna get used to it. Okay, let's get the little rocks upgrade, because I wanna have this one and that one. Basically more opportunities for chaos in the city. But damn it, I'm 53 pounds away from getting the explosive delivery. Oh, never mind.
Serves you right. I'll find out where you're buried and dance on your grave.
Still keeping well, miss? Good on you.
Don't want to spam it just when it suits the gameplay. Well, I appreciate that, because yeah, spamming it would definitely get old after a while. But yeah, it's yours to use as you please. That being said, I do actually have a cooldown timer on it. So it's not something that can be used like in short succession back to back. Oh, have I actually done this Fight Club yet? Don't think I have. It's also pretty much the easiest Fight Club in the game.
Think you can challenge a couple of brutes and climb your way to the top? Good to have you! Good to have you! I was beginning to worry I'd have to take on these brutes myself. Take on our champion to be.
Yeah, I'm basically counter insta-killing them. That's how low life are.
Requiescat in pace.
Requiescat in pace. This is basically the fist fight club I spammed a lot when trying to get the challenge completed in the game, where you have to double counter kill enemies. It's like super difficult to set up otherwise, unless you actually kill them with a counter kill. And even then you have to wait for the perfect time for two enemies to attack you at the same time, which doesn't happen that often. Citizen. Hello, Vaora. Welcome in. Just in time for ankle breaking, indeed.
Good fight, my lord. Ladies and gentlemen.
But if I played with Evivo, there would be a lot more bone breaking involved, that's for sure. Like, her animations are just insane.
Glad that day's done.
Nice night, eh, Jacob?
That Nigel's got some wee caper.
Oh, hold on. There's another Henry Green cutscene, apparently.
Mignonette, your qualities surpass your charms.
I'm not entirely sure that's meant as a compliment. Love in a Mist. That's a pretty name.
Alternatively called Devil in a Bush.
Narcissus. Self-love. I should buy a bouquet for Jacob.
Most unkind, Miss Fry.
As amusing as all this is, I really should be getting back to work. If you need me...
I'll send a bouquet.
Of irises?
A message. Indeed.
Oh, come on, you two. Just get a room already. So we don't have to listen to them being so amused about flowers anymore. Am I right? Evie's angrier than Jacob is. Yeah. That's also something you notice when driving the carriage. Jacob's like, who's a good horse? You are. And Evie's like, faster, faster.
That's the way.
You're playing some Valhalla the other day and found an insult that you don't think you have yet, but it may be too much for Twitch. I mean, Valhalla has some pretty severe insults. That is true. And I do have some pretty heavy ones from Valhalla as well already in it. But, oh, is it the, if I wanted you to talk shit, I would cut out your tongue and shove it up your ass? Now fuck off. Is that the one you meant? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. But I think that's one I actually purposefully didn't put into the insult sound bits. At least I don't think it's there. At this point there's so many insults that I kinda forgot a bit of oversight.
Steady on.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite insults in the games, just because of Eva's delivery, you know, like how dry he is about it.
Politics? You're right. There's a very good reason indeed.
Yeah, that's maybe a bit too good. But it's really good for. Really good.
For the last time, move on or else.
You cannot frighten me. I insist on being heard.
Has a crime been committed, sir?
Indeed, a crime against humanity. I demand you live up to your responsibilities.
You're a fine one to talk about responsibility. You look like a bloody tramp. For the last time, move on or else.
You cannot frighten me. I insist
Ah,
on
yeah. The German.
Has a crime been committed, sir?
You just came in and hear something about shoving something up the ass. Yep. We're talking about one of the Valhalla, AC Valhalla insults that Eva the Boneless makes.
You cannot frighten me. I insist on being heard.
Welcome in, Pavlukis. I hope you're doing well.
Indeed, a crime against humanity.
You love Eva, you hate how it turns out in the end. Yeah, honestly, I wish it didn't come to that. I mean, obviously he was very chaotic and unpredictable, but it didn't need to go that far.
Listen to me. I have been ordered to keep your rallies off the streets.
No, you must listen to me. The people in this city are in dire need of your assistance. Oh, you are Jacob Fry, are you not? And Miss Fry?
We're at a disadvantage, sir.
Karl Marx. Much like you, I am an activist of sorts.
You've got the look of a man who wants something.
Indeed. You've done more for London citizens lately than any endeavor has accomplished in a decade. But those citizens were already well provided for. I challenge you both to help those who really need your assistance, the working people.
An interesting challenge. We accept.
Shouldn't we at least talk about these things for... Sod it. We accept.
I'm organizing a discreet meeting with some like-minded friends to discuss trades unions. Alas, the police seem to have noticed my activities. They've stuck to me like flies on Scheiße. In any case, I need you to help me get to the meeting without the interference of the police.
Kill the spies with hanging barrels.
You see? There's one of their damn spies now.
It should be all smoke bound.
similar problems with the police in Paris. Well, Paris and Brussels. And also, perhaps Cologne. Our next worthy ally awaits us in a nearby pub. Onwards. No doubt the police already have agents stationed within. I'll wait here until the coast is clear.
Very casual Karl Marx intro. Yeah, you know, like Charles Dickens, Charles Darwin, Karl Marx, just everyday persons you come across. It's like an everyday occurrence. Takes deep sniff. I love the smell of struggling workers for pennies in the morning. In true communist fashion. Not enough or what from the German guy. That is true. Or just or at the end, you know, without the what, just like or, and end it like that. Because in German we often end sentences with oder, like as a question. Which literally translated would be like or, you know, like. But there's of course not the way that you would say it usually in English language. But yeah, that's a mistaken trap many German speakers fall into when they start to talk English a bit more. Speaking from experience. Like having done it myself. Okay, we gotta create a faction fight outside here.
Some fun?
Let's wreak havoc, shall we? Get 'em.
What the fuck? Bullshit. Create a faction fight outside the pub to track the spy. I did just that. But it just didn't count towards me. And then, like now they're probably like, well, the checkpoint advanced, we gotta replay the entire mission. I swear if that game does it to me. Yeah, exactly. It's like super common in German to say oder at the end if you're kind of like trying to look for confirmation, for instance, from someone.
Oh, I had similar problems with the police in Paris.
Okay, at least we get a checkpoint.
And also, perhaps Cologne. Our next worthy ally awaits us in a nearby pub. Onwards. No doubt the police already have agents stationed within. I'll wait here until the coast is clear.
Tell Evie you haven't stopped thinking about the Night in the Woods game she was playing the other day. Oh, it's really good. I can definitely recommend playing it. It's very cozy, but also like very interesting. You know, there's quite a bit of mystery about it. But yeah, I can definitely recommend playing it. It's actually the only game that I played with Levi on stream together. But yeah, we did actually play that together for my first playthrough. And then we each voiced the different characters, like when we talked with each other. But yeah, it's really good. It's also one of the favorite games of all time.
That's what they said to him.
shit. Gotta create this faction fight first.
You! You're hot? Charge him.
Okay, so we're gonna wait until he runs out and until the objective is being triggered, essentially.
Do what you do best. Make yourself scarce.
So now I should be able to fight him, right? Yeah, now it counts all of a sudden. Makes sense.
The usual location. 1 hour. Right you are, Mr. Marx, sir. I believe our work here is complete. Come, let's slip away and get to the meeting. I do appreciate your assistance in this matter. Only when workers are able to assemble freely and in strength will we be able to achieve the reforms we most assuredly deserve. Might I trouble you to stay nearby until the meeting is over? I fear we may yet meet with some mischief.
Help! Help!
I told you, Marx will be here. Heard it from the man's own lips. Now about my payment.
You'll get your 30 pieces, chum. Don't you worry.
It seems the movement is ever doomed to be betrayed from within. Will you fetch the gentleman back here? I would look him in the eye and ask why he went back on his brethren.
Right, thief? Right? Perhaps. Perhaps I can get them back for you.
Are you mad? You're making a big mistake.
Someone help, please!
Yeah, that's really funny. The cops don't even attack me or realize that I had anything to do with this. Seems legit. Yeah, nothing to see there. Nothing suspicious.
Isn't that odd?
Oh, bugger. What's going on now?
Should I be concerned? What's this all about?
What's happening here?
It's really funny how it's constantly raining today in the game. And we literally have the same weather over here. Just rain non-stop.
Simon, my friend, what possessed you to do this thing? Has the party not taken care of you?
Governor of the Mill say, any man what joins a union will be put out of work come sunup. How long will the party feed my family for?
If we do not stand together, we are lost. My heart is broken, Simon. Please go. I thank you, my friend. I hope you will continue to aid the struggle when the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Nothing happened. Okay, we can actually make it to level 8 already. Let's boost the carriages even further. I now inflict more damage and take less damage. Do I even have any level 8 equipment? I mean, this I have to craft. I have a light and dark cane sword. I do like this one. We can now also craft the Baron Jordan's finery for Jacob. It's kind of expensive, but I'm just gonna treat myself here. Hello there, Altair. Welcome in. And yeah, it's going pretty good. Playing a bit more Syndicate tonight. We're currently doing a bit of the side missions. Some of the Ghost Club stuff with Charles Dickens, and we just did the first Karl Marx mission. How are you doing? Fancy schmancy. Yeah, it's Fashion's Creed after all. Gotta be fancy. Karl Marx. Born in Trier in what was then the Kingdom of Prussia, Karl Marx was a philosopher, economist, sociologist, journalist, and revolutionary socialist. Marx studied at the universities of Bonn and Berlin. Afterwards, he wrote for a radical newspaper in Cologne and began to work on the theory of a materialist conception of history. In 1843, he moved to Paris, where he continued to write for other radical publications. It was there that he met Friedrich Engels, who became his friend and frequent collaborator. After he was exiled, he and his family moved to London in 1849, where he continued writing and developing his theories about social and economic activity. Real page-turners. Marx published many books during his lifetime, with the most recognizable being the Communist Manifesto and Das Kapital, which arguably laid the foundation for our current understanding of the relationship between labor and capital. But perhaps his greatest contribution to society was to inspire millions of young men around the world to grow disastrous neckbeards, wear skinny jeans, and bloviate endlessly about the capitalist machine, whilst drinking thin bowls of artisanal coffee in neighborhoods that cats wouldn't be caught dead pissing in. Hey, that's no way to talk about Kreuzberg in Berlin. That's just straight up disrespectful, Sean. Kreuzberg isn't that bad. It's fully gentrified now. That's why Ava is always wearing the How to Folk outfit. I do love it one. If it wasn't for the smoke effect, but you can get rid of that, right? With like a mod, I think. But yeah, the actual outfit itself looks really good. Reminds me of the Black Hood outfit from Origins a little bit. The one you get for killing all the Philakis in the game. Gotcha, Altair. I'm glad that you're doing good. And I hope that, you know, your work is going well. Also, give me just 1 second.
Come on, little girl. Walk on, girl.
Move it, you stupid animal!
Alrighty, I'm back. I can't believe it. The sun is actually out, but it's still raining. No matter what happens, it doesn't stop to rain. Today in Syndicate and where I live. Yeah, that's actually the most London weather, isn't it? Rain and it's sunny at the same time. Classic. Okay, there's actually a race here I haven't done yet. Mods can remove the smoke effect, it's such a dumb effect. Yeah. I guess for some people they might want to have, like, you know, flashy effects and whatnot, but it's at least nice to be able to disable it. Just sucks for people playing on console if they can't do it. Hello there, Assertive. Welcome in, dude. Hope you had a good weekend. And thank you for the lurk. Best of luck with Marvel Rivals.
Come, choose your horse.
That is true, Dr. Darling, but at least this time I have all the carriage upgrades. So my acceleration is a bit faster and collisions don't slow me down quite as much. Jesus Christ. What the fuck was that? Oh, you gotta be shitting me. That bump. You bastard. Jesus. What the fuck? Dude, I swear. Such bullshit.
Congratulations on your victory.
Yeah, I take it. %, sure you have never done any of the races. Maybe they were part of the DLC and got added to the base game or something because you don't own the DLC. Huh. Yeah, I wonder, because they're technically part of Robert Topping's, you know, missions. But, yeah, maybe they somehow only had the, you know, Fight Club stuff be part of the base game. I'm not too sure myself. Let's also get EV to level 8 here. I'm also gonna boost her carriage abilities for now. Do I like the game? I do like Syndicate, yeah. It's definitely a game I really enjoy playing. Especially the setting and, you know, the city of London, getting to explore that. And being based on Unity, you know, there's a lot of classic AC elements about it. I wouldn't say that Syndicate is among my favorite AC games. But it's certainly in the upper middle field, I would say. Or more like middle field maybe, because there's actually many AC games I really love. But yeah, it's so definitely an AC game I really enjoy. What about you, Altair? Do you like Syndicate? I also don't know if you've done the races. This carriage quest always stressed you out anyway, so you wouldn't have tried them anyways. Totally understandable, honestly. I mean, I really enjoy races of these kinds in games, but in Syndicate, you know, you definitely feel a bit bullshitted sometimes.
Easy, easy.
Especially Odyssey. Yeah, Odyssey is really far up.
Here now.
Syndicate is so silly but fun, kinda like Odyssey. Yeah, definitely has a similar spirit. I guess Odyssey is even sillier. But it does have its charm, of course. You know, if it wasn't associated to the Assassin's Creed brand, I would honestly enjoy some of these games more. But it's the expectation that comes with Assassin's Creed, you know, that stands in the way of enjoying Odyssey as an AC game, I guess. But just as a silly RPG, you know, it's actually really good. Without the brand association. But you, the least game of Assassin's Creed is don't feel it. Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, Syndicate, people are definitely a bit divided on this one. And I can definitely understand why. I mean, obviously there's a lot of Unity in it, but it's trying to be quite different from Unity regardless. Like, I do like Unity better than Syndicate overall as a game. But I gotta say, what I like in Syndicate is that it's, you know, more gamified, I guess, in a good way sometimes. Like, a lot of the stuff you're doing feels worth your time, you know, from like a gameplay progression perspective. Whereas in Unity, I feel the gameplay progression is pretty badly handled. Which is, for example, evident with, you know, money resource economy in that game. In Syndicate, it feels much more worth collecting chests, for instance, because there's a lot of things tied to it. Like the resources and gang upgrades and whatnot. So all that side of Syndicate I actually quite like. Also being rewarded for certain game actions. Of course, Unity did have that with the greed points, but I think in Syndicate it feels more rewarding. But yeah, I mean, I definitely also understand not wanting to do like all the games to such great detail, especially if you know that you're not gonna enjoy a particular game too much. That's how I kind of feel about Rogue. Like, I would dread the idea of ever 100%ing Rogue again. Just because I feel like there's so much busy work without any meaningful story stuff attached to it. Okay, we have Poppy. It stands for consolation. As these plants, or rather the juice extracted from them, are employed to ease pain, and to procure sleep to the restless invalid, the red poppy in floral language is made the symbol of consolation. The white poppy is supposed to express my bane, my antidote. Unity was so difficult for you, you didn't like it, so you haven't played it again with your newer knowledge. Yeah, it would be interesting if you would like it now, you know, coming back to it or not. But yeah, Unity is a bit rough. It's one of those games, I think, that gets better the more time you spend with it. But that definitely can frustrate you a fair share early on. But yeah, it's like Unity is one of those games definitely that I feel like I'm getting more warm with it the more time I spend with it, and also with the parkour system, for instance. Like, there's quite a bit of nuance to the parkour system that you have to train yourself towards a little bit before you get the hang of it. It's obviously quite flawed as well, which doesn't help with the learning process, but super satisfying when you pull it off. Like with a nice clean line.
There you are.
Only 100% wasn't hard to stalk through. The story itself was in Rogue. Yeah, the story isn't very rewarding. One thing that kind of like adds to the side content being too much for me in that game. Like, obviously the amount of content is still fine, you know, like it's not gonna take you ages per se. For me, it's definitely the lack of story associated to the side content. And also that you have to get to sequence 4 basically before a lot of the side content even starts or gets available. You know, like you're pretty much halfway through the story before you can really do the full exploration of a map. Yeah, that's understandable as well, Aura. That's how it goes sometimes. There's certainly quite a few games I would like to play as well at the moment, but Gotta hold myself back, otherwise I'm starting like 10 games at the same time.
I'm your huckleberry.
Yes, you are. Playing Vala, you remembered how rough the parkour is. Why is Ava running into everything or just jumping off for no reason? Yeah. It's a reason I always not learn that skill where he's bumping for everything. You know, there's one skill where you automatically, I think, destroy things that are in your path. But it often leads to Eivor just stumbling without you even touching anything in particular. And yeah, I usually just unlearn or just not learn it whatsoever, that skill. Just so annoying. Hello, Verdex, welcome in, dude. Indeed, roaming the streets of London. How are you doing, dude? I hope you had a good record store day yesterday and a good weekend. Yeah, it really is. There's a few skills I don't get on purpose in Valhalla, and that's certainly one of them.
I didn't know you had a twin sister, Mr. Fry.
Evie Fry, sir. It's a pleasure.
Usually I would reciprocate the sentiment, Miss Fry, but today, I'm afraid nothing will bring me pleasure.
What's troubling you, sir?
I am used to people challenging my ideas. In fact, I live for it, the cut and thrust of spirited debate. Lately, however, attacks against my reputation have taken a darker turn. Threats of violence against my person and against my colleagues. I do not wish anyone to be hurt because of my research.
You helped me with Starrick syrup. I am in your debt.
We help each other, sir.
My brother and I will make sure that you can continue your work in peace.
What do you know of bones?
Only a few of their names learned from books.
Perhaps it would be simpler if I just explained the situation. A few days ago, a German colleague, Dr. Schwartz, sent me a telegram. He informed me he was on his way to London to deliver a very important fossil, you see. In fact, he should arrive at Charing Cross any moment now. Would you ensure no harm comes to him?
I'll ensure Dr. Schwartz's safety and make sure you get that fossil.
Splendid. But please do be careful. Please hurry. I fear Dr. Schwartz might be in danger.
So many German characters here. First Karl Marx, now this. The RSD was a success. Just got home and winding down. How yeah, Dex, that's good to hear. Glad you had a good time. And yeah, it's going good over on our end. Had a nice chill day over here. It's been super rainy. But kind of also enjoyed a little bit of it because it's been quite dry over here. So it's been good for the nature and I do actually like the rain, so didn't mind that. It's quite funny because in Syndicate, like, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours now and it's been raining the entire time in Syndicate. Feels extra immersive. Or you still can't figure out the ability where attack go and then punch the enemy. You can never get the timing right. Oh yeah, the Rage of Helheim, is it? I do love that ability actually. But yeah, it's a bit weird, the hitbox between Eivor and the enemy connecting. For some reason I never really had too much issues with it, but I do realize that, you know, the hitbox is kind of weird with that ability. Like how it connects between Eivor and the enemy. Yesterday was warm and beautiful, so standing in line was pleasant and the day was perfect. Today temps dropped and it's cold and drizzly. The timing couldn't have worked out better. That's definitely good timing. But yeah, it was quite similar over here actually, weather-wise. But yeah, definitely much better than having to stand there in like pouring rain. Eleanor's Cross, also known as the Chere Reine, is the apocryphal origin of the name Charing Cross. The name derives from the small village of Charing that stood in this spot hundreds of years earlier, separating the city of London from Westminster. Since the 18th century, this junction has been considered the exact centre of London. In 1554, Sir Thomas Wyatt led a rebellion against Queen Mary after she announced her impending marriage to Philip of Spain. Wyatt's men met Mary's troops in Charing village, and the ensuing battle resulted in Wyatt surrendering. Charing Cross Station was designed by Sir John Hawksaw and built in 1864 by South Eastern Railway, one of many train stations to spring up in the core of the city. Despite being just 2 miles away from London Bridge, the train line took 4 years to build. A total of 17 bridges and 190 arches stand between Charing Cross and the London Bridge. 17 bridges? That's a bridge too far. Yeah, I mean London has lots and lots of bridges. And I love that.
Soon be pushing up daisies, eh?
Smells like a drowned sewer rat. That's not a place to hide. What is the meaning of this?
Mr. Darwin has sent me to ensure you reach him safely, with your cargo intact. Just act naturally.
Right. So, how is your father? By which I mean my dear brother Frank, with whom I grew up, of course. Oh, splendid! Wonderful to hear. I'll do my best not to call attention to how remiss he was in forgetting to warn me about the delicate situation.
Oh, why did it turn on VSync again? I swear. This game is so freaking weird. Without handouts. Some things.
Right, just as I was getting bored.
Ah, never mind. I do have to have VSync on, right? It's really unfortunate I'm having all these weird issues with the game and 60 Hz and all that.
Looks like trouble is brewing. Like finding a needle in a haystack, this is. Wouldn't hurt to know what the bugger looks like.
What's this all about?
Oh, never mind. That happens when you try to troubleshoot technical issues while playing the game. What is my favorite? like a favorite AC game. My favorite AC game is still the second. I still love it to this day. And I still think it holds up really well. But I do also really love Origins.
Is that him? Stop where you are! Is that him? Ha! How am I going to find him among all these people?
What is the meaning?
How casual of him, I know, right?
You want me to come over there and break you in half? You there! Stop! The knife to your
What is the meaning of this?
Mr. Darwin has sent me to ensure you reach him safely, with your cargo intact. Just act naturally.
Right. So, how is your father? By which I mean my dear brother Frank, with whom I grew up, of course. Oh, splendid! Wonderful to hear! I'll do my best not to call attention to how remiss he was in forgetting to warn me about the delicate situation between him.
I swear. What is happening? Like, the game is actually getting stutters on my end now, like it's about to crash or something. And I have no idea why it's happening, because like there's nothing I changed since the last time. Let me just try this again and see if it helps.